Ramiel, Sigrid, I know how we can deal with the imposter without drawing anyone's attention.
Oh?
Please, go on.
Tomorrow evening, the CCD will be holding a welcoming banquet for the island's guests in its reception hall. Lady Dracena is scheduled to host it herself, which means she'll have to appear in person.
That does sound promising. We could go in as guests instead of forcing our way into the CCD. That would save us a great deal of trouble.
But, Mr. Wise, with so many guests around, how do you plan to stay unnoticed?
What if a singularity leakage were to appear at the exact moment the imposter makes an appearance? Or rather, a passage formed by multiple singularity leakages. That's how it was transferred to Buastrom in the first place, so naturally, we can use the same method to send it back. And if there are no airspace patrol soldiers near the hollow at the time, then it shouldn't attract any attention, right?
I am starting to lose track of what you mean, Mr. Wise. How are you going to make a singularity leakage appear in the CCD reception hall at that exact time?
Yesterday, Ramiel and I found the culprit's crime scene at the bottom of the retroflux zone. We also figured out how those singularity leakages are being created. I think I can make something similar. As long as we keep it under control, nobody at the banquet should be in any danger.
Fighting fire with fire, are we?
Yeah. As long as we have stable hollow observation data to run the calculations. Oh, wait. No. I don't have the HDD with me. And I can't contact Bell or Ferry either. So, how am I supposed to get stable hollow observation data?
Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong, Wise.
If you are concerned about obtaining stable hollow observation data, while I am not an expert in that field, I should still be able to offer some assistance. There is a derelict area known as Rosewick within the Scommel Hollow. During patrols, we discovered equipment there that is similar to what the CCD uses to process Rosetta data. However, due to their excessive size, they were left abandoned on site and never retrieved.
If the equipment is still operational, we should be able to make use of it. But without data boot to handle the calculations, that would probably take... Oh, the Enna Gang's Bangbu. Most of the Enna Gang's Bangbu used to be CCD data boo. If they're willing to help us.
Don't you remember, Wise? In their eyes, those 3 Sunbringers are all imposters. Anyway, leave this to me. At the very least, Prophet Boo should be willing to do me this favor. That leaves one final question. How are we supposed to get into Scommel Hollow without tipping off the imposter?
Why are you both suddenly looking at me like that?
Oh, nothing. I simply thought a certain airspace patrol deputy director might be able to get us into Scommel Hollow.
At first light tomorrow, I will return here and find a way to get you to Rosewick. I can also pretend I never saw you tonight. That is all the assistance I can offer. And if I discover that everything you have told me is false, I will personally answer for tonight's decision, whatever the cost. Before I leave, there is one final matter I would like to confirm with you, Ramiel.
Mm-hmm.
You once attempted to assassinate Lady Eldrada. Why, then, are you going to such lengths to save Lady Dracena?
Because none of them are the Sunbringer I'm looking for. To me, they're no different from this city in the sky. They're all gifts Sunbringer left behind for the world. I simply don't want to stand by and watch the things my friend cherished be destroyed by monsters from who knows where.
Feels like way too much happened today. My brain can barely keep up. There's no way I'm making it back to Amber Hall. I guess I'll have to stay here for the night. I hope Bella and the others won't worry. No, of course they will. Oh, Sigrid's here so early. I'd better go take a look.
Good morning. I have secured a carriage for the Rosewick area. As promised, I will escort you there.
How do you intend to get us there? Surely not under the pretense of transporting newly captured fugitives.
Of course not. I brought this.
That hesitation was very telling. She really did consider taking us there as prisoners.
So, what's inside?
Costumes and props. They should allow you to accompany me openly into Scommel Hollow.
I see. Airspace patrol uniforms. Not a bad idea.
Right. If we're disguised as airspace patrol soldiers and accompany you in the Hollow, this should work. Thank you, Sigrid.
Yes. That is the plan. In any case, please hurry and change. Time is short. We must depart as soon as possible.
Hey, look! What's that?
Wait a second. There are two Mr. Roars?
Is something the matter? Why have you fallen silent? Is the size incorrect?
It's, not just the size. Though the size is certainly part of the problem. Sigrid, are you serious? You expect this to fool the airspace patrol soldiers?
Yes. I believe it should serve well enough.
No. No. There's no serving here. The deputy director of the airspace patrol traveling with Mr. Roar. Two Mr. Roars, no less. Is there anything in Rose Califer more suspicious than that?
Remiel, calm down. I'm sure Sigrid has her reasons for this.
In truth, it was already rather late by the time I returned yesterday, and I had no time to prepare. As luck would have it, one of our squad members found a Mr. Roar mascot suit near Beckford Street during yesterday's routine patrol, so I brought it with me.
Beckford Street. Remiel, is this the one you left there the day before yesterday?
Oh? So you are fond of Mr. Roar too, Remiel?
I am not. How did you even arrive at that conclusion? Wait. There are two mascot suits here. Don't tell me.
The other one is mine. In any case, once we enter the outpost, I ask that you both cooperate and play your parts as Mr. Roar properly. Do not do anything that would reveal your identities.
Understood, Deputy Director Sigrid. From now on, we're the Roar twins. Rawr!
You seem rather pleased with yourself.
Stay in character, Remiel. Every sentence Mr. Roar says must end with "Rawr!"
Understood, Deputy Director Sigrid. Roar!
Very well. Since you are both prepared, let us move out.
I never thought I'd be putting this outfit on a second time.
Looked to me like you were enjoying yourself last time.
You two, do not forget to add "rawr" to the end of your sentences.
Good morning, Lady Sigrid! Up and about early as always, huh? They are?
Mr. Roar.
I know it's Mr. Roar, but, why plural?
Obviously, Mr. Roar has a twin.
Huh. Since when did that become part of his backstory? I've never heard of that before.
Did you really think Rose Caliver's massive pancake demand could be handled by a single Mr. Roar? Mr. Roars, please tell my subordinate the truth.
I'm the Mr. Roar who works on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Rawr!
I'm the Mr. Roar for the Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday shifts. Roar!
That signature catchphrase. Yeah, that's definitely Mr. Roar. Wait, no, that's not the point here. Lady Sigrid, why have you brought Mr. Roars out here?
For pancakes?
Huh. Pancakes. Is that some kind of mission code name?
Oh no, he's definitely suspicious. And why pancakes? Who would bring Mr. Roar into the Hollow just for pancakes?
I can't believe I actually went along with this absurd disguise plan.
I get it now, Lady Sigrid!
Huh?
The pancake ingredients were lost in the Hollow, weren't they? That's why you rushed two Mr. Roars in to help search for them. I understand completely! Rose Califer needs pancakes just as much as Airspace Patrol needs you and Lady Linvern!
What is this guy even talking about? How did he get from pancakes to that?
Affirmative. That is correct.
Oh, no. That is definitely not what you meant. That path was way too obvious.
Oh, I understand everything now! Lady Sigrid, please, wait a moment. I'll let you and the two Mr. Roars through right away!
I don't want to think about how any of this makes sense anymore. Rawr!
Agreed. My head hurts too. I'm starting to think a second brain might be necessary. Rawr.
The route is ready. We may depart whenever you are prepared. All right. From here on, there is no need to worry about being spotted by my subordinates. There are no scheduled patrols in Rosewick today. What are you two doing?
finally got this headpiece off. I was beginning to wonder how much longer I could last in there.
See? I told you. This costume is way too tight and stuffy. Getting stuck in it the other day was definitely not my fault.
Oh,
It's not very polite to stare, Miss Deputy Director. Or is there something on my face?
no, nothing like that. I merely thought you seemed somewhat more lively than I had expected. You are quite different from the Remiel described in the records of the first-generation Void Hunters.
Let me guess. In those records, we all come across as rather stern and proper, don't we? Well, I suppose that can't be helped. We were Void Hunters, after all. We had to look the part, especially the sort of Void Hunter people expected to see. The head of the Hoshimi family gets lost at the drop of a hat. Sunbringer is a bit socially awkward. And Joyous spends every other day nursing a hangover. You wouldn't expect any of that to make it into the official records, would you?
Indeed.
But that was who they really were. Nothing like the people described in those records.
What about you, Remiel? What's the real you like?
The real me? Isn't she standing right in front of you already?
Knew it. That's about what I expected.
Oh my, then we really are in sync. But let's save the gossip for later, shall we? Don't forget why we came here.
Yes. The central district of Rosewick is just ahead. The device we are looking for should be there.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Let us pass through this tunnel first. Rosewick should be just ahead.
So this is Rosewick.
What a spectacle.
Rosewick. I never imagined this place would end up like this.
Huh? You've been here before?
Yes. Back when there was still only one Sunbringer, over 100 years ago. That enormous building in the distance is called Meridian Hall. It was once a research facility personally overseen by Sunbringer. And the main focus of that research was to work with Joyous and the others to verify whether the Rosetta Data computational model was viable. But as for how this place ended up in the Hollow, that I don't know. Of course, the Research Institute back then didn't look like this. At the very least, it wasn't so twisted. It should be fine. Many of the facilities inside Meridian Hall were made of porcelain, so they should be pretty ether-resistant. As for the spatial structure, we'll have to rely on the back door that Sunbringer left behind. You'll see when we get there.
Mr. Wright? Did you ride along the tracks like this last time as well?
Sorry, Secret. The first ride can be rather difficult to adjust to.
What is that glowing over there?
Well now, I never expected it would still be right where I left it.
Looks like the nearby ethereals spotted us. They are starting to gather.
Call me anytime you need my help.
There is no need. This is barely even a warning.
Predictable.
Attack!
Surrender now!
Let's bring this to a peak. Must be closer. Wait.
God shall not be defiled. One step ahead. Even the force. Dealt with, for now. Let us go see what that glowing object is. This object bears a strong resemblance to certain devices within the CCD.
Yes, both are Sunbringer's creations after all. I'm surprised this key hasn't been affected by the spatial distortions. It remains intact. Guess we're pretty lucky. It's the key to Meridian Hall, the back door that Sunbringer left.
This is a key, you say? But where is the door?
For that, I'm afraid you'll have to ask Sunbringer yourself. Aside from Meridian Hall, most of the buildings here were residences and other facilities prepared for the researchers who worked here. In other words, even if they were swallowed by the Hollow, it wouldn't matter. There was nothing important inside them to begin with. But Meridian Hall is different. The prototype used to verify Rosetta data is stored inside. Sunbringer, she always believed these instruments might still serve a purpose someday. So she designed a dedicated emergency restoration system for the entirety of Meridian Hall. That's the back door I mentioned. Once activated, it will rapidly restore the space both inside and outside to the default state recorded when the device was configured, allowing people to enter and leave. Hold your horses there, my impatient friend. Let me finish first. There's actually two parts to this key, and we need both to enter. Back then, Sunbringer gave each of us Void Hunters a copy of the key, just in case the unexpected happened. But, you know me. I thought it was quite troublesome, so, well, I simply hid both pieces of the key she gave me somewhere nearby. I mean, people hide spare keys under doormats or in flower pots all the time, right? At least it worked out, right? If I had taken it with me back then, we'd be at a loss now. As for the other part of the key, if memory serves, I hid it somewhere rather high up, I think. It was over 100 years ago. Surely it's natural for me to have forgotten. You sure are sharp. But careful there, Detective Wise. Or someone may just turn you into a static background asset with all RGB values set to 255.
You two, let us cut the chatter. Since this part is still here, it stands to reason that the nearby spatial structure has not changed too drastically. Let us check the high ground nearby first. Perhaps we will find other clues.
Okay, but before that, let's put this part of the key into the device. Was inserted, so only about that much of it was restored.
This way. It seems there is a path leading higher up.
Right. Let's take a look.
My spear stands ready. Stride for stride.
Engage!
Everlasting fling! Eternal imprisonment!
What was that sound? Enemies?
That's Sunbringer.
Bringer? But how?
It's not so unusual. Hollows are full. Let's take a look around here.
I see it. The other half of the key is over there.
See? I told you it was hidden somewhere high nearby. Did I not?
I should be able to unlock this path if I hack the robot.
I did not realize you were capable of such things.
I've dealt with all sorts of things on the islands. Problem solved. Let's keep moving. Seems we'll need to find another way around.
I seem to remember a very beautiful spot.
If we hack the door, the path should open. Good. We're almost at the target.
That's quite
The experiment was a success.
That voice.
That's Joyous. He's likely been dead for a very long time. I truly do miss who I used to be.
The ethereals in this area are gathering again.
Just me? Or do the ethereals seem interested in the Meridian Hall key too?
Perhaps that's just because it sparkles. Waiting.
Gala!
Go and take the key. You've been left here all this time. Poor thing. Now, I'll take you to fulfill your purpose.
It is still the beginning of a miracle. The Rosetta data. The beginning of a miracle. Celebrate.
I know. A moment like this does call for celebration. Just as it did back then.
Ramiel, that voice. Is that...
Yes. That's Belly. All right, we have the key. Let's head back. Goodbye, my old friends.
Celebrate.
The echoes in the hollow. They really know how to ruin you.
Are you okay?
Yes.
A deployment. Restored.
Well, that went rather smoothly. Let's hope everything inside is fine as well.
So this is where the Rosetta data was born.
The space here is still shifting. The entire building should have returned to its original state by now, should it not?
Yeah, perhaps there's a delay. The device is over 100 years old after all. A little instability is to be expected, I suppose. It seems the environmental changes won't affect our exploration much.
Let us keep moving forward.
Why are there ethereals here as well? If you aren't paying rent, I'm afraid I must ask you to move out.
The space was hidden. No wonder so many ethereals gathered here. Final strike! Victory!
Is this the last one? I was expecting something a little tougher.
And one strike!
Predictable. Where's the time you still have to feel regret?
Frost and lightning!
There it is, the device we're after. Let's go, Wise. What comes next, only you can do.
So this is the prototype they used to verify Rosetta data.
The equipment was not damaged in that fight, was it?
It looks intact on the outside. It's a prototype, but the modules aren't that different from modern systems. I think it should be fine. This is it. Prototype, boot up! We did it!
Seeing these screens light up again after all this time feels strange. Well, can you work with it? Anything unclear?
No issue so far. If anything, it's been suspiciously smooth. This system feels remarkably similar to the HDD. Next, I'll connect to Prophet Boo. He'll act as a relay node and mask our Rosetta data request as normal traffic. To minimize exposure, we'll only police central data from the CCD and handle the rest locally. I only managed to install the essential modules on Prophet Boo, and with most of the bandwidth reserved for Rosetta data transmission, the connection may be a little rough.
Oh, that's Griff. Looks like it worked. Need anything from us, Wise?
Thanks, but not right now. I've got this.
Understood. We will keep watch for any ethereals and keep the area secure.
Link bandwidth stable. Traffic disguise deployed. Target side response seems normal. Starting designated path prediction calculations.
As expected of a holo specialist, the aura is completely different. Watching him, it truly occurred to me that Rosetta data was born here.
Yes, exactly.
Link bandwidth stable. Verification unit synchronization complete. Professor, can you hear me? We can begin with data extraction. Everyone, I believe... I must now inform you of a major situation. What? The theoretical verification of Rosetta data is complete. It was a resounding success.
Oh, is that how one delivers good news? You nearly gave me a heart attack.
I believe this is due to Miss Sunbringer practicing the composure training I recommended.
How many more people do you intend to torment with your family's strange tradition?
So loud. That's quite the commotion. I take it the experiment was a success?
Yes, very much so. It would have been even more successful if the core technology provider had simply stayed asleep.
Even a little nap earns me that much grief. I was merely showing full confidence in my colleagues' professional competence. Besides, today's success is only the first step toward taking back the world.
All right, all right. At a time like this, why not be honest and express a little joy? Even if the Rosetta data is only the beginning, it is still the beginning of a miracle. Let us celebrate properly, shall we? And Professor Arke, don't even think about skipping it.
Then, let's throw a party, like the one Mayflower treated us to last time.
Don't tell me you're planning to drink until the next morning again.
The professor will throw him out, just like last time.
Then let us hold a ball with soft drinks only.
Hey, you people.
Back then, we thought taking back the world was only a matter of time. As long as our companions were by our side, there was nothing we couldn't do. We could even go anywhere. In the end, none of us reached the promised destination.
Finally. That should take care of it.
Mr. Wise, how did it go?
Everything went smoothly. Now all that's left is to use this data to... Ramiel, is something wrong? Are you alright?
No, I'm all right. I simply, wanted a little more time to look around. This place brings back memories of some old friends.
Are you sure you're okay, Ramiel?
I'm perfectly fine, really. Now that the calculations are done, let's head back. If we stay much longer, we'll miss tonight's banquet.
This should be everything. Here, Secret. You got my instructions earlier, right?
Yes, Mr. Wise. I simply need to place these devices at your designated locations, correct?
Yeah. Once the imposter appears, I'll activate the devices and create a small singularity leakage at the venue.
Meanwhile, I'll use Thaumiel's power to immobilize both it and everyone at the venue. Then, before it has time to react, I'll drag it through the leakage and into the hollow. Finally, we subdue it and rescue Dracaena.
Very well. Understood. I will do everything in my power to help you enter the venue unnoticed. However, if the worst-case scenario occurs, if, in the end, our conclusions are proven wrong, and this was all fabricated by Mr. Wise,
Then the banquet will become the place where you arrest both the fugitive who attempted to assassinate Aldreda and the fugitive who attempted to assassinate Dracaena. I imagine Wise would have no objections to that, would you?
No, I promise.
then may none of us betray the trust we have placed in each other. There is a balcony outside the banquet hall. The door to that balcony will be locked today, so you two can stay there until the banquet begins. When the music begins, that signals the start of the banquet. The guests will share the first dance. Once that happens, you can head directly above the hull and prepare to act.
Got it.